Some Christmas carols, Bob style.
Hello and season's greetings from Prime Video Club. Now look, I know this year was a little bit like something out of a horror film, so I thought you might like some Christmas cheer. Which is why today we're going to take a look at some of our favourite festive films on Prime.
Rootin' deedin' doo.
Give it to me! You think I'm afraid of you?
Jingle bell, jingle all the way.
But first, I've got a gift for you in the form of my special guest, top presenter, top comedian, top man, really. It's Sideman.
Oh, thank you. Such a wonderful intro. I appreciate it. Say it again. No, I'm joking.
Well, welcome all the way from what looks like Santa's Grotto in the North Pole.
Yes, I'm also sporting Santa's gut as well, so...
Good lad, it's that time of year. Just mince pies and let it all hang out. Well, I would love to just jump straight in with your 3 reasons why you love a good Christmas film.
Reason number 1, I love a good character arc where the mean person becomes nice at the end. I really like it. I really like just seeing somebody really realize the value of everything, like it's whether they realize that the value of Christmas is family or just looking after your loved ones or just being that bit kinder to people at that time of year. I'm just a sucker for that.
What day is it?
My Christmas Day, of course.
It's Christmas Day! I haven't missed it!
Reason number 2 is the music.
Yeah.
I really like Christmas movies because I feel like at some point in the movie, they will forget about, character dialogue and they will dial up the music to 10 and all you hear is just that beautiful, resplendent, nice crescendo music and I just love that. Reason number 3 would be the soppy moments. Christmas movies have a license to get away with soppy moments. That movies that the rest of ain't nobody trying to see soppy in January. Okay, we just started. I just got back to work. The kids just going back to school.
Yeah.
Everything's annoying. But I feel like during Christmas time, there's that just a bit of a leeway and
Bit
a
of a
license.
license.
Yes,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
soppy.
I will be right here watching you, okay? I'm not going anywhere. Show me this rock show. Go, Torua.
Come on, mate.
I love you. Come on.
What are the films that you would have watched as a kid that now just like stick out in your head as Christmas films for you that like feel like Christmas?
Scrooged.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. The Bill
Classic.
Murray version
Yes,
is...
yes.
Dead.
7 years.
Has it been that long? Geez, I mean, to look at you, I wouldn't have guessed more than 3 tops.
Oh, Frank. Frank, you are in trouble.
I didn't feel like he was acting. I just didn't feel like it. I never felt like... And
I never do feel like Bill Murray is acting, to be fair, which is why he's such a good actor.
Do you know when you watch a film and he's just like, oh no, he's like this? Like,
Yeah.
I really got that from him. And National Lampoon, the Christmas one.
With Chevy Chase.
That's another one. It's real life, right? That no one has the perfect day. There's always little bumps along the day and you try to almost like put an eraser to the bumps. Like, let's just act like that didn't happen. But yes, we can fix it at the dinner. No, let's not have that happen, but we can fix it at the dessert. And I really liked that about the film because there wasn't like any kind of major plot point where it's like, oh my God, if he doesn't do this, then the fate of the world hangs in the balance. It's just like, I'm trying to have a nice Christmas with my family. And every now and again, things keep happening that annoy me. When I was watching National Lampoon and you saw the kiddie table, I forgot
the kiddie table.
I wasn't at the main table. I forgot. When I watched it, I was like, whoa, I had my own little table.
Do you remember when you graduated to the
Yeah,
big
that's
table? Like what a day that was?
That's what I'm saying. Like it made me like both the past and the future.
Yeah, that's so
I was
true.
happy to remember that I was at the kiddie table with my G's. You get me? But then I was also happy to realize, oh no, I'm at the big table now with my big gut.
Like a bowl full of jelly.
And then, of course, there's the topic of romance. I mean, as Christmas rom-coms go, I'd say The Holiday is probably the most famous.
Yeah, that's
of
very
them.
that's very romantic.
So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
I like seeing Jack Black find love. You get what I'm saying? Because he's not the typical movie prince. Do you get what I'm saying? So I look at him and I see myself, and I'm like, yeah, we can get Kate. Yes, we can.
You could absolutely get Kate.
Yes,
We'll
yes,
give
we
her a
can.
ring now.
Yes,
Maybe
we can.
she's watching this.
And
Kate,
not
give
just
him a
because
call.
she read a script.
No.
And we could actually do it in real life. That's what I tell myself.
It's a Christmas miracle!
All right, now we're going to inject a little more Christmas spirit into this episode with a merry little game. What we're going to do is we're going to pull some Christmas crackers, and inside you're going to get a joke related to a Christmas film. Whoever loses the cracker has to guess the punchline to the joke.
Okay, I wouldn't be much of a comedian if I couldn't get a punchline to a joke, so.
This is very true. You're under a lot of pressure here. Okay, are you ready? Through the magic of cinema and Christmas, here is your first cracker. Should be with you and any second.
Oh my gosh, it's here.
Brilliant. All righty, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Oh gosh, I lost.
What vampire hunter would you take tobogganing?
I only know 2 vampire hunters.
I say go with one of those.
For the culture, I'm just gonna go with Blade.
The other one.
I'm just gonna go with Van Helsing.
We were actually looking for Buffy the Vampire
Oh my
Slayer.
God.
Slay.
Oh, that makes so much
See?
sense.
Yeah.
Good God.
All righty. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, yes, that's me. Who delivers Christmas presents to sharks?
I don't want this to be the answer, but is it Santa Jaws?
It is indeedy.
That's great! That's just great!
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I lost again.
Here we go. It's all to play for.
Yes.
On the first day of Christmas, what would you give to Steve Coogan?
I have no idea.
On the first day of Christmas, in the well-known Christmas favourite.
My true love said to me.
Yeah. What did they get on the first one? I'm really helping you out here.
I can't remember what they did on the first
You're
day.
joking.
No.
It's a partridge in a pear tree.
Alan Partridge! You know who I am. I've been off the TV that long.
I'm happy with that because it means I've won.
Oh, gosh.
Now, the main film I wanted to talk to you about today is, of course, A Christmas Gift from Bob, which takes us onto the streets of London where we hang out with James and his ridiculously cute sidekick, Bob.
Christmas isn't a season. It's a feeling. Whatever form your family takes, that's what Christmas is about.
Kick us off. What did you think?
I loved it.
Yeah?
I feel like it's very difficult to not like that film. Like, especially knowing that it's based on a true story and just the emotional value that it has and just, I don't know, there's just a lot of humanity in that film and a lot of catality as well, but yeah.
It'll certainly leave you with a lot of felines of goodwill.
Oh, there we go.
Eh?
Oh.
So Bob's obviously very adorable. This is a sequel to the film A Street Cat Named Bob, for anyone who doesn't know, in which it's a true story about a homeless man named James who was really kind of at rock bottom. He was struggling, he was living on the streets, he'd become addicted to heroin, and suddenly this cat comes into his life. He decided to take care of the cat, and they became fast friends, and then he sort of found a purpose in that, and it's a really beautiful, touching story, actually. So this is a follow-up to that, where we see them at Christmas. James is outside normally Angel Tube Station. He's selling the big issue, and Bob's going with him on his adventures.
Come on then, mate. Good for you, Bob.
I imagine that when James saw Bob, he just saw someone that was in need. And it was literally that. It was as simple as that. And sometimes I feel like the more complex life gets, the more difficult it is for us to find empathy with people, because we just don't know what people's motives are and things like that. And that's how a lot of people get down on their luck. With Bob now, it's just, I love you and you love me and we're gonna care for each other.
You have already proved your love 100 times over.
And you kind of see that in the film as well, that theme, I guess, of trust, because you got a couple characters who you're not really sure of. There's this character, Nasty Mick, who, you know, he's another guy, he's working on the street near to James, and he just seems like he's up to something. There's something kind of suspicious going on. It seems like he doesn't like James. It seems like he's maybe trying to help them take Bob away from him.
But I think that goes to the thing that I was saying earlier of, like, sometimes people are simpler than you make them out to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes your mind complexes people because we got that wrong in the sense that we thought somebody was more complex than they were when they was like, bro, I wasn't even looking at you like that.
See you around.
I was asked to pick the clip that for me represents this film, and I have to say it was the moment where someone gives Bob a little Christmas outfit and then James starts singing cat-themed Christmas carols.
Bobbing through the snow in a one-cat.
All I kept thinking when I saw him in the outfit is that at least it's a bit warmer, because I was thinking it's cold.
I thought that too. I was worried about him getting cold.
Making spirits bright.
There you go. I mean, that basically sums up the film. It's sort of like, it's a tough situation, but just desperately trying to find a bit of joy and a bit of Christmas spirit in it, and bringing people together, bringing a community together through it. Yeah, it's really sweet.
I'm glad that that moment of kindness was able to like activate something in James where he could find enough joy to do this.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you know what? That little act of kindness that she showed him, kind of like, because he was going through a tough time at this point in the film.
Yeah, he was.
But it's like, you know, that one act of kindness kind of like made him open up and say, oh, okay, I can still have fun within all of this.
Oh, little high five. I would love to talk through your top 3 messages of goodwill that you would take from this film.
Message number 1, don't judge a book by its cover. Because we saw a lot of that in the film, whether it was the animal rescue guy judging Bob, whether it was the graffiti artist being judged. We saw a lot of themes of that. Also, then I would say, always lend the helping hand that you got. The reason why I say that is because at the very start of the film, we see James speaking to a young man that's in the kind of position that he was in.
So how'd you get clean? Magic cat.
He helped me get clean. Learn a few lessons I needed to learn. Like that. Fall down 7 times, get up 8.
James was able to relate to him because he's been there.
Yeah.
And then I would say, lastly, is accept help. Being offered help is only one side of the puzzle. There's like literally having the love for yourself and feeling like, you know what, I'm worthy enough to be helped. I'm worthy enough to accept somebody lending a helping hand. So those would be my 3 messages of goodwill.
I'm on my way. Angels are all around us if we just know where to look.
Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas.
Well, as always, we have asked viewers to send in some tweets. This time, we asked them to describe a scene where they meet their Christmas love in a shop somewhere and tell us about the scene and what item they both reached for at the same time. So let's have a look at those and see what people came up with. All right, first up, we got James. He says, I reach up for the last box of cereal just as she does, and thankfully, she's too short to reach the top shelf. So I took the box under my arm and have a very merry rest of the day eating cereal in my PJs by the fire. James, James, that is not the Christmas spirit, James.
That's a bit savage. So this is from Ania, and it says, we both reach for the last packet of Gaviscon. I say, did you have a heavy lunch too? She says, no, these are for my husband. Then we kiss for 7 hours.
Yeah. That escalated quickly.
That escalated very quickly.
Who wants to kiss for 7 hours after a heavy lunch?
I'll get sick, I can't be there. And this is from Sam. I see it in the middle of an empty aisle and I run. They do the same. It's not Terry's, it's mine, we both scream. Fingers ripping mercilessly at the cardboard housing to access the sweet center. We lock eyes, mouths smeared in chocolate orange. We hold each other and weep.
We are nearing the end
of
this beautiful affair. I'm so sorry. But listen, before you go, could you recommend me one film on Prime you would stick in everyone's stocking this year?
The Holiday. Just Cameron Diaz in the UK, yes. I don't know why I just need people to see that. And then just, as I said it before, seeing Jack Black, you know, just achieve. You know what I mean? It does a lot for us fellow 5 out of 10s.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to go with not necessarily a Christmas film, but a film I associate with Christmas and one of my favourite films of all time, which is Paddington. It's just so feel good. It's a lovely one for the whole family to sit around and watch together. The message is beautiful. It's beautifully directed, beautifully shot. I love, speaking of music, which you brought up earlier, gorgeous. So yeah, that is
Yes.
a 5 out of 5 for me.
Yes, and his love of marmalade and hiding it in the hat. Brilliant.
Marmalade?
Okay, well, those are a couple of our favourites, but here are a few more Christmas titles spreading cheer on Prime this year. All right, well, those are some of the wonderful titles on offer. Sideman, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been really fun chatting to you about Christmas. It's really got me in the spirit.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's got me in the spirit as well, especially us like really pulling those crackers
Oh,
together
the
as well.
crackers we absolutely did pull together. Yes, I really enjoyed that as well. Well, thanks for joining us all the way from the North Pole. Do stay warm up there.
I'll try.
Of course. And anyone watching from home, if you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get involved in the discussion, and raise a glass with us to toast getting through 2020. And here is to a very happy, healthy, and hopeful 2021.